Hello, good evening, one and all. Welcome to the Fireside Chat, a live session with our selfless warriors who volunteers with the Project StepOne. Project StepOne is an 100% free telemedicine service. We have 10-month-old initiative that provides free telemedicine service impacted citizens across 16 states in 18 languages. We have touched more than 50 million lives through 1 million teleconsultations. This has been possible because of our community of citizens, volunteer, and of course our counselor. Hi everyone, I'm Supriya, your host tonight, and citizen volunteer at Project StepOne. Today we have our citizen volunteers, uh, Sharmila, Nitin, Inyavan, and Sweetie, who volunteer to take care of well-being of COVID-19 affected citizens across India. During this time of uncertainty, we need to be there for one another. So I'd like to please introduce yourself. So we'll start from Sharmila. Please introduce yourself. You're not audible, Sharmila. Please unmute yourself.
Hi everyone, good evening. This is Sharmila Kanneshwaran. I'm from Coimbatore. I'm working as a senior associate in Cognizant Technology Solutions. And I'm with Step One for past 4 months. My hobbies are I love to go for a long drive and listen to music.
Oh, that's so nice, Sharmila. Thank you so much. And Sweetie, can you please introduce yourself?
Hello everyone, my name is Switi Kumari. I am from Assam. I am a management student in Delhi NCR and my hobbies are dancing and art designing, but I also like to do social work. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sweetie. And can you please introduce yourself, Inyavan?
Hello, hello everyone. I'm Vinivan. I'm working as project engineer at Wipro. I'm originally from Dharmapuri, and I have recently joined Step One. And as a hobby, I enjoy reading mangas, which is comic, and I'm very happy to be here today.
Oh, thank you so much. And Nitin, can you please introduce yourself?
Hello everyone, myself Natesh. So I'm working with Genpact as a accounts professional, and I'm from Patiala, Punjab. So working with Genpact, Step One for like 8 months from June 2020, and my hobbies are traveling and exploring new places.
Thank you so much, Nitish. So, hello, Shamila. Thank you for joining us today. You have been volunteering for non-profit a long time, and now you have joined Stephen recently. So, how was this experience, and what made you to keep motivated?
Actually, I'm with non-profit NGOs for past 10 years actually. So as the lockdown comes in place, I was searching for many desktop volunteering opportunity, and that's how I came across Step One. So in Step One, I was doing telescreening for Delhi patients. So initially, it was like okay, they said gave the instructions that I have to call them, get their details, give them guidelines on COVID. But after starting this activity, my perspective towards COVID has completely changed because I have to answer their questions. So I have to be clear what is COVID, what we can do, what we should not do, everything I should be clear. So I started upskilling myself, learning what I have to give them so that the COVID fear is getting away from them. Because being COVID positive is not affecting them, the fear which the society is giving them is affecting them more than their health issues. So that is how I came in. And by doing each and every calls, I thought, okay, it's a very simple job. I'm going to enter the details. But each and every calls, I got completely new questions. So I have to search and find the answer and I have to give them. So it was like then only I really identify what a purposeful job we are doing. So that keeps motivating me to do take more calls every day.
Thank you so much, Sharmila. Really, you are doing a great job. And it's true that we need to learn something before we are saying. So it's good that we are upskilled and we are taking them up. And we have learned many things from this. Thank you so much. And like during these calls, have you have any experience that you like to share with us?
Yeah, one call will be always special for me. That I called for one patient, but his husband took the call, her husband, and he was an army doctor, retired army doctor. And they said that his son, his only son, has recently visited them from UK and he went back to UK. And that time, when he was entering in, they did a COVID test for him, and unfortunately, he was positive. So after that, he suggested his family to take the test because he was with them. Then, unfortunately, wife alone came out positive. So it was like at that time, if we have one patient positive in the home, nobody nearby also is willing to come to our home or help. So likewise, they didn't get maids also to cook or do some basic needs. They both are 60 plus people and they don't have their relatives nearby, and his son is also not here in India. So it was like a big tragedy for them to handle this isolation itself. And his wife was literally instructing the husband, and he was doing all the household works including cooking. He said that after this marriage years of these many years, only now he has entered kitchen and doing some basic cooking for his wife because she is ill and she cannot take hotel foods. So and he was talking to me that when did she tested positive, what are all the steps he took, what are all the medicines he is giving, and how he was in army. And he was explaining me for 15 minutes. I don't know why he is explaining me these many details. I asked him whether he want to talk to a doctor, but he said, no, no, I am itself a doctor. And then he was explaining all the symptoms she had. Then I was like patiently hearing, okay, okay, okay. Then he said, usually after retirement, I don't have much friends nearby. So I spend most of my time talking to my wife or my son. Now both are positive and they are not feeling well to talk to me. So this isolation has made me completely depressed and I don't have anyone to share my feelings. So as you called me, I am just sharing my feelings. I would say I'm pouring out everything which I had in my heart. So you are really doing a great job. Now I feel somewhat relief. I can handle the next week coming. So it was like I just made a small call. I didn't expect this much change to happen for him. I thought isolation is just staying inside the home. What a big deal, because we are all working. We feel like if we get one day leave and to stay in home, it will be happy. But for this elderly peoples who really don't have their kids or relatives nearby, how they are struggling in isolation, that depression itself is worse than the disease, I would say. And the thanks he gave me at the end of the call, that was like out of the world for me, and I always cherish that call in my life.
Thank you so much, Sharmila. This was such a sweet story. Actually, during this time, we have been building a good relationship with our like families, friends, and neighbors. And mainly, you are the warriors that you help them, guide them, and consultate them for doing the right thing, and like mainly for their like peace thing. So everyone will be tensed and all. The you people are great, and really you are proud. So thank you so much. And hi Nitesh. You know Nitesh is our night warriors who handles the incoming calls on our national helpline from 3 a.m. to 8 a.m. every day. And thank you for being a part of this and contributing to this concern. And can you please share us how your journey started and what made you to keep going?
Thanks, Supriya. So, first of all, I'm glad to be a part of this Step One team, and I got a chance to become a social contributor by this only this platform. So, I would just like to share my experience as you told that I'm an inbound call agent. So, basically, I received calls from the patients who need emergency help, or they need to have an understanding about this disease, this virus. Then they, if they want any kind of uh, emergency hospitalization, the precautions they need to follow, or any kind of assistance they require in their daily life after meeting this virus and it getting contagious. So my journey with this is like, I felt like very, it was a peaceful journey. It gave me a immense pleasure after helping out people. I had taken calls from hundreds and thousands of patients, okay, and it was like, the biggest motivation in this journey was a blessing, a word of thanks that we used to get from patients after helping in their need. That is something that is the biggest motivation for us.
Yes, Nitish, yes, you're right, and you're doing a great job. And the blessings and the vote of thanks from the patient family we get, it's really a great. It's more than anything that will be a proud that we are helping someone, another people in India. And thank you so much. And have you challenged any thing while you are calling the patient during night time?
Yeah, so as I said, we used to get many calls. Like, it's obviously an inbound process. We used to get calls from patients, and every time there is a new challenge, every time there is a new problem that patients are facing, and we have to help them solve their problem, have to arrange them the best facility they require at that movement only, so that the patient is already very much panicked about this disease. And also uh, in this panic, if we are not helping the patient at that right moment, that is something that um, is something that is a challenge for us, the biggest challenge. And we with this platform, it is so well designed that we were able to help everyone on time. This is something, a biggest achievement for us, that we were able to help everyone.
Thank you so much, Nitesh. Thank you to each one for you for doing this noble case and being there for our country at this time of pandemic. And do you have any stories to share from your experience, Nitesh?
Uh, yeah, I do have n number of stories, but there is one story that I would like to share, in which I received a call from a boy at around 6:30 a.m. in the morning, and he was asked by his landlord to vacate his accommodation early morning after he tested positive. The guy actually belonged to a village nearby Sonipat, and he had come to Delhi for his trainings in February only. After this pandemic hit us, so the country was under lockdown, due to which he was not able to go back to his village, and he was trying to manage his livelihood here itself, with the whatever money he has brought while coming to Delhi, and then from whatever he got, with his first month stipend. But suddenly, he was just left homeless at the stage when he needed a home at the most. So that the guy with all his luggage was standing on the road outside his society. He just called us, telling us all the problem that he had to face. So that was a moment, it was a heart touching moment, you know that I felt very, very bad hearing his problem. So I asked him to stay there only, cover his face with a mask and everything, to maintain a distance with everyone, not to be in contact, just be there and stay calm over there. Then we arranged immediately the ambulance, helped him getting isolated in Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel Isolation Center, and with all the help of the local locality DSO and all the ambulance people over there. So it was like, it was a bit challenging, also heart touching moment also. But yeah, then after around about like 17 to 18 days afterwards, I received a call back from him. It was not expected, obviously, but I received a call back. He told me that, we had a word, you helped me this way. Then I recalled, yes, yeah, we managed everything for you. How was it? Then he told us everything, how he was treated there, how the facilities were provided to him by the government officials. Everything was taken care by the people in the facility over there. And how, after 17 to 18 days, he went well. He was, how the government officials also helped him reaching out to his village. So it was a, that particular note of thanks that I received from him, from his mom, and from his dad also. They all three were together at that moment. That was something that, it was something that, motivated me. Um they were really thankful to everyone, all the contributors who is working day and night to help each and everyone, patients, everyone who needed, just putting their life in their rest, in a rest, but they are just helping the society. So this was something that, actually touched my heart that day.
Thank you so much, Nishay. Thank you for sharing this story with us. I see how emotional this can get. Thank you so much. And let us hear next warrior, Sweetie. Hi, you are still a student, right?
Yes, yes, Supriya, I am a student right now.
So, okay, how has been pandemic affected you, and how did you decide to join this step one? How did you manage your studies and working being in a step one warriors?
When COVID-19 is started, difficult to maintain online classes and my volunteer project both are. But difficult to online classes and others time to spend with counseling timing. I am giving 9 to 2 p.m. to my classes, and after the time I am giving to my counseling.
Okay, thank you so much for sharing this with us. And do you have anything to share with us, experience and the stories you want to share with us, even though COVID is over?
First of all, I say wonderful effect in my life because I am learned so many new things that time, and many people are uh, saying many things, and I got so many ideas, and I always motivate my mind. And one of the story was in my mind. One of the uncle, ही इज इन दिल्ली एनसीआर एंड जब मैंने उनको कॉल किया तो उन्होंने कॉल रिसीव किया और उसके बाद वो बोलने लगे कि आप कौन है। वो थोड़ा नर्वस थे क्योंकि कोविड के टाइम में लोगों के मन में थोड़ा बहुत ज्यादा फियर था कि कौन उनकी बातों को सुनेगा या नहीं सुनेगा। उसमें इंक्वायरी भी थोड़ी बहुत हम लोग कर रहे थे कि जैसे अंकल आपका एड्रेस क्या है, पिन कोड क्या है, और मेडिसिन वगैरह के डिटेल्स जैसे हम लोग उनको बता रहे थे। तो वो और उनकी वाइफ, वो दोनों लोग साथ में थे। फिर उन्होंने बोला कि मेरी वाइफ शुगर पेशेंट है और वो भी कोविड पॉजिटिव है और इनको अस्थमा का प्रॉब्लम है, ये भी कोविड पॉजिटिव है। बट उनके हेल्प के लिए कोई नहीं था क्योंकि उस टाइम में सभी को अपनी ही पड़ी थी, कोई किसी का हेल्प नहीं कर रहा था। तो इन 6 p.m. I am calling them and after talking to him, ही सेड ऑल द डिटेल्स। मैंने बोला अंकल आप डोंट वरी, आप मुझे पूरा एक्सप्लेन किया। फिर उन्होंने बताया कि क्या है आरटीपीसीआर रिपोर्ट्स, ये सारी चीजें बताने के बाद मैंने बोला कि अंकल आपको डोंट वरी, आपको कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगी, हम लोग आपके हेल्प के लिए हैं। फिर उन्होंने बताया कि ठीक है बेटा, मुझे ये सारी मेडिसिन्स नहीं है और हॉस्पिटल में बेड्स भी अवेलेबल नहीं है। मैं अपनी वाइफ को एडमिट कराना चाहता हूँ क्योंकि उनके शुगर प्रॉब्लम की वजह से उन्हें घर में मैनेज करना मुझे लिए डिफिकल्ट हो रहा है। फिर मैंने जो भी सारी उनकी डिटेल्स थी मैंने अपने सीनियर्स को फॉरवर्ड की और फिर मैंने अपनी कजन सिस्टर को बोला कि आप इनका एड्रेस यहाँ पे है, आप चले जाओ और इनकी जो अस्थमा की मेडिसिन है आप उन्हें देकर चले आओ। तो ये सारे बात जब मेरे अंकल के साथ हुई तो अंकल बहुत ज़्यादा हैप्पी हुए, इतने हैप्पी हुए कि वो मतलब उनके आशीर्वाद मेरे लिए थम ही नहीं रहे, रुक ही नहीं रहे थे। उन्होंने बहुत ज़्यादा थैंक यू मुझे बोला और उस टाइम मुझे लगा कि एक अनजान व्यक्ति की हेल्प करके मुझे इतनी खुशी मिल रही है। तो मैंने इससे कंटिन्यू 3 मंथ तक, अभी तक मैं जनवरी एंड तक भी अभी करती ही रही हूँ। एंड मुझे उस टाइम बहुत अच्छा लगा था। आई फील सो हैप्पी।
Oh, thank you so much, Sweetie, for sharing this lovely story with us. Like, such may this difficult time are also teach us a lot about staying positive, challenging in challenging situations. So, thank you so much for sharing this. So, let us move on to our last warrior of today. Hello, Indyavan. You are a new to this Step One project, right? You please can you please unmute yourself?
Sorry. Yeah, Supriya. I have just recently joined the StepOne career, and I have just to, as I mentioned earlier, I have just to only helped a little over of 100 patients only. I have contacted, and I work as an screener. Like we call for the patients and ask for their requirements, whether they need any doctors consultations they need, or what and all they have required, emergency needs they have need, like that way I ask them. And it was nice to get to know many different peoples. And as I was calling for Delhi side people, it was kindly different to talk to those people, but it was nice to get to know different peoples, and how they are managing the during this pandemic period. It was nice to know, and good feels good to volunteer and help them.
Thank you so much. And how have you felt being a part of this initiative and it's made an impact on your life?
Can you come again? Yeah.
Can you please tell us, have you felt about this project and the initiative that made you in life?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I joined through this initiative through our Viprocast only, and it was we just need to connect with patients and give for consultation and need to their heed only. But when we connect, while calling through step one, where uh, doing being able to communicate with those people and make a make give them hope for, like someone is there, like that thought itself gives a hope for them. And when they thank me for that, it really makes me happy, like being able to support them who and all affected through the virus, and being affected by that.
Okay, thank you so much. Do you have any stories from your experience to share with us?
Yeah, mostly just one only, which is mostly motivates me. Like a few days earlier, I have contacted one patient. After contacting only, I came to know like that his entire family has got positive, and like everyone was trying to, even though they are small house and trying to being isolated, but yeah, even we want this itself for each family members. We have been come repeatedly for each person. Different persons will be calling and asking the same things, but most of the patients usually get irritated, and by they will be shout at us like, how much time should each many times you are calling, like corona testing, like that. Many of them are calling like that, they were told. But these patients have just told, like they have calmly responded to me like, yes, everyone have been affected, and we have consulted doctors, like they have been positive, like each time they are told, like each time we while we are calling, they get motivated, like they get encouraged, we have support, like that they are feeling, like that they have told, which has made me motivated motivated. And like they have told this only, like they after getting too much of entire family affected, they have been devastated. But when they receive calls like this, they hope, like the government also trying to secure us only. And there are many people trying to help us like that. They told like they feel motivated and feeling relieved. So that made me a very good.
Uh, Hello, Nyavan.
Yes,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you so much for sharing with us. We hope you keep continuing with be a part of this for a long run. Thank you so much, Nyavan. And
Thank
डॉक्टर, सो स्वीटी, डू है आपको कुछ बोलना चाहते हो आप ऑडियंस के लिए आपकी तरफ से?
यस सुप्रिया, मैं ऑडियंस को यही बोलना चाहती हूँ कि आपको लाइफ में, होल लाइफ में कभी भी कोई मौका मिले किसी की भी हेल्प करने के लिए, चाहे वो आप फिजिकली कीजिए, फाइनेंशियली कीजिए या मोटिवेशन भी कीजिए, उनको जो भी आपसे बन पड़े उनका हेल्प करते रहिए।
Thank you so much, Preeti. And Sharmila, do you have anything to say to the audience?
Yes, Supriya. So don't think you are doing just a small help, because you will not understand what that help means to them. Because in this COVID isolation and COVID fear, even the small light which you shed on them is like their sun for it. So by helping them, we are not just giving a hand to them, but we are also making ourselves a better person. So I request all to join your hands and do more to give back to our society.
Thank you so much, Sharmila. So, Nitesh, do you want to give any advice to the audience or share anything?
Yeah, so same as Sharmila and Sweetie said, I would just like to request everyone to take out some time from their busy schedule to help others and whatever they can and whomsoever they can. That's it.
Thank you so much. Indiavan, do you have anything to share?
Yeah, just one thing only. We may maybe think like we are just a simple work only, but for when we are contacting the patients, they feel like uh, they got support and someone is there helping them. So I think for us it was just some small work only, but for some people it was a great hope for them. So many people should start volunteering and join step on this project, and it will be helpful for many people. I think this is the main thing I have to tell.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for everyone for joining us today. Thank you so much. And Project StepOne is an impactful citizen driven initiative, and it needs to be spread wider to be able to get control in India. So, my friends and colleagues, comment on your chat box to join us in the fight against COVID 19. So request citizen across India to volunteer with Project Step One by giving a missed call on 08061972266. I'll just repeat the number: 08061972266. Each one of us can make a difference as we embark on our next phase of COVID-19 fight, with a vaccination and the post-COVID challenging. So, thank you so much for joining us on this chat today. Our next episode is on Friday, 29 Jan 2021. We will continue our discussion with our doctors about absentee and citizen volunteer maintaining in home isolation. Meanwhile, do please your suggestion and queries in the comment to make step one more better and fireside chat session better. Stay safe. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Where
बाय